Welcome back, everyone. We are here for the last match of the day, and it's getting more vicious. And Robyn versus Jesse, and yeah, in fact, this is the position we saw from the last game. There's a checkmate. Why is it checkmate? Because the queen is hitting the king, and you might be asking who's protecting the queen. It is the dragon bishop on b6, protecting the queen on b5, and the dragon bishop is covering the a. That is the little mate. So, okay. Now, Robyn's got the white pieces against Jesse with the black pieces. So we are just going to generate a fresh position over here. Set the time 15 minutes plus 15 seconds increment. Have we seen this? You ladies haven't played this before, right? As long as none of you have played this before. Okay. So there we have it. I think I've seen the two dragon bishops next to the king, though, but not the same, right, Megan?
Remember, you mentioned the bouncers.
But the queen was on G1 last time. Aha, okay, thanks. That's why I employ her. She keeps me sane.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. So players, good luck. You can mute yourselves or everything as long as you just don't hear me or Megan. Good luck, Robyn. You can start whenever. Okay, so the two dragon bishops again. Protecting the king.
I prefer the queen. Because now it makes it right to actually castle.
Yes. You mean castle kingside?
Kingside, yes.
Yes. Guys, in the chat box, please just let us know if you can hear Megan properly, because we've got a filter for noise and stuff like that. Megan's voice is a bit more how do I call it?
Softer.
Softer, yes. Thanks. What about that word? So yeah, e4, e5, knight f3, pawn to c6. We saw something like this with Khadija and Jesse, actually. Something similar, because the pawn on c6, but I think then that game the knight was on d1 going to e3 and it was looking at d5 and a5, so it is a different position. C6 a useful move, protecting e5 and opening up the queen, or to d4 on the board. So Robyn going for a Scotch-like position with the knight aiming to go to d4. Big Bad Brad, welcome. And yes, we can hear Megan. Maybe Megan, you should just give us something more to hear, just to confirm. But Big Bad Brad says, yes, he can hear us. Big Bad Brad almost sounds like he should be a superstar on WWE, just laying smackdowns. So yeah, welcome Big Bad Brad. Pawn takes d4. Anji giving d4. Yes, d4 was played. Knight takes d4. The knight is eyeing square. Is queen e5 possible? Queen e5 hitting the knight and the pawn on e4.
Completely purple.
Yeah, you can play dragon
C3.
to c3. Oh yes, c3 is also possible. You're right. Yeah, dragon to c3 would protect both. Dragon a5 immediately. Check.
C3 will be played.
Knight c3, yeah, because it's just covering the d4 knight. A lot of times opens up your queen. We saw the problems with the queen as well in the game. c3.
So what would your game plan be in this? Castle kingside pieces out, the standard.
Yeah, look, if you're looking for excitement, you're probably not gonna get the most out of me, Megan, because I like to play the traditional stuff, develop castle. So
stick to the principles.
But I think in the tournament that I played a couple of times this this PC that it did force me to play untraditional with early moves like h4 and h5 play. So anything is possible, but for white, I would probably just play dragon e3 perhaps and castle. Um, Seems like this position doesn't cause too much headache.
Yeah, I remember the previous position was a bit tricky. The queen on the g5. This position seems a bit more.
Yeah, because with the queen on the other side, then it's almost like you want being pushed to long castle. Yeah, you can maybe short castle more naturally.
And the JC is also on 1.
Yes, Jesse is on 1 out of 2. Robyn is yet to get off the board, off the mark. So it's important for both players again. Jesse would like to catch up with the rest. He'll maybe go past Khadija and inch closer to Lauren. Lauren is of course on 3 out of 3 for the day. Brilliant for Lauren. And of course Robyn needs to just get that psychological victory in and get going. So important match for both players. Okay, Banji suggested knight b3 and knight b3 on the board, hitting the dragon bishop, and this is what can get out your dragon bishop early. Then it can be a target. Seven. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, Paradigm Chess 30, to stay up to date, guys.
I like the idea. I like the idea of dragon bishop. Like you mentioned, you don't want to get your dragon bishop out. Kick back like kicks or knight d. I like dragon bishop to.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, how are the levels? Let's just just try to get the volumes to Megan. Megan providing us with nice commentary, guys. Just let us know if everything is fine, if it doesn't cut out too much. I'll keep an eye on the audio. Okay, so what's happening here? Knight to dragon to f3 was played, protecting e4 more. So Black is in danger of having this hole on d6. Black probably needs to think of playing something like d5 or d6 or develop the dragon bishop. White definitely has more space.
Oh, I think that's why white played dragon bishop f3, to prevent d5.
Yeah, actually you're right. Dragon is controlling the d5 square. And you can see the difference between the two queens by. Queen on b1 is free to go wherever she wants to. There's enough space. Queen on b8 seems a bit boxed in. Bungie says dragon e2 development is key, or dragon e3 also. So yeah, the development white does look like she's developing freely. Pawn to d5 on the board anyway. Okay, so the knight is covering d5. But yeah, Jesse is striving for space. Needs to gain more space. Not be so cramped. How is white going to respond to this? Probably takes. Takes. Knight takes. if takes and pawn takes, white black does have the square in the middle. Is that square enough? I don't think that square is gonna be enough because black might have an isolated pawn, a weak pawn for the rest of the game. There's dragon b5 check as well.
Knight takes would be. About developing.
Okay, so dragon some way. Dragon d3, dragon e2.
I like dragon d3. If black wants to potentially castle, then it kind of makes it of the h7.
Ooh,
Oh.
queen e4 check. Okay. I like dragon d3, yeah. So Robyn asking the question, maybe knight to e7.
Do you think Robyn will long castle?
Possibility. I mean, if you in this situation, perhaps feel sometimes forced to play a bit more aggressive, yeah, active. Doesn't seem like lots of problems for black though. Just covering with the
develop,
knight.
yes.
Okay, but the f8 dragon must still come out, so black is gonna have to take time, maybe g6 or something. In the meantime, white can long castle, maybe play f5. Like to get your dragon bishop out and get rook e1 in. So it's interesting to see what Robyn has up her sleeve here.
Maybe just develop the dragon bishop and stall a bit castling.
It's also a nice, a nice option because then, yeah, you don't know if you want to long castle actually. Darkhound says black has no protection on the king side, so I think white was looking for dragon d3. So dragon d3 is still possible even now. And it still seems like black is gonna, both ways, if black wants to castle long or short, black is gonna have to take at least 2 moves.
Yeah, and the dragon.
Get option available. Anji says long castling, white right now.
Or maybe to bring that.
Say again?
Maybe long castle to bring that rook on a file.
So yeah, I think you're thinking the same thing that Bungie is thinking. Maybe it's time to sit back and listen to what your dragons are saying. Sometimes you need to listen.
The dragon whisperer.
So I guess long castle is an option. Dragon to e4, d3 is an option. I think that will probably be our main candidates. Knight f5 does look interesting, but it seems like white is not ready to go all out attacking like that. So
Yeah, I think I like the dragon to d3 position for white.
keeping both options open. Thank you to Zuizen Zuger for following. Welcome to the show. Dragon to c4 on the board. So the dragon on c4 can potentially go to d6 as well to check the king. Okay, that square is heavily guarded for. Dragon on c4 does look a bit aggressive. The knights are blocking each other, protecting each other. But essentially the knight on e7 is not protecting his body because of the pin. So, but like you said, white, have some. I think Jesse's under pressure. Jesse needs to come up with a good. Perhaps Queen D8. Going for Queen 7 in castle long. Or maybe G6.
I was looking at bishop G.
Yes. So the question is just if back goes G6, can that diagonal get exposed? On to B5. Okay. Yes, and Big Bad Brad has called it out over there. He's asking B5 and B5 is on the board.
Played.
So just trying to push back that dragon bishop. I'm not sure about that move because it doesn't really push white back all the way because the dragon can move anywhere. And then black is still stuck with the C6 pawn being weakened now.
White play like C6?
It takes yes.
Because the knight is pinned.
Yes, you're right. I take C6. But now the question is after Queen B7, now your knight is hanging and your dragon bishop. Then
Nope.
what?
Then dragon takes knight.
Aha. Okay.
Unless I miss.
Knight takes C6, pawn takes dragon.
But
And
then
if we
knight
take
takes
the queen, and then pawn takes knight, and then black did get dragon and the knight for queen. But then
dragon bishop, what's the value of dragon bishop?
I would say maybe a dragon bishop can be about 6 or 7 even. Dragon bishop and a minor piece can be the same as a queen. But after knight takes pawn, takes dragon, knight, queen, right? Do we have something with the knight maybe? Maybe knight back to c6. Black is
Keeping
still
that
under
pressure on the e7 knight.
So it is a possibility. It will be a very interesting continuation. And Darkhound says, wow, that's an outright blunder.
So let's see what Robyn does.
Angie says dragon to d3. Simple. Keep. Maybe still c6. That knight c6 does look tempting. I think that's why Robyn is calculating.
Yeah, I think knight c6 does look like a good move to play. Could you draw back this position?
Knight c6 takes, knight takes queen, takes. Want to see. I mean, that diagonal looks so soft for black as well. Knight c6 back, rook d8. I think Robyn is going for it, and
She went for it.
we are going to see fireworks again, guys. Ladies are really not holding back. They see a chance to complicate. They see a chance to unleash the dragons.
So, Calvin, you participated in a paradigm tournament before, right?
Yes.
So, would you go for the option of taking a in exchange for the dragon bishop and a piece? Or how would you play it out? Would it depend on the position?
Okay, I guess it would depend on the position, but I would be ready to take the I would prefer the dragon and the minor just because of the excitingness that everybody wants to play with the dragons, and I believe the dragon, if it's worth 6 points plus the minor piece 9, so it should be about the equal to the. Ooh,
Oh.
knight to f6 in between move. What's happening over here now? So hitting the queen as well.
You know what I'm seeing? I see knight takes 8, knight takes e.
Yes.
Dragon bishop takes b5 check.
Knight takes queen on e4. Check.
Oh no, the dragon bishop.
Oh, the dragon bishop is covering that, yes. But what about just taking the knight on e4 with your other dragon? Then she will take rook takes b8 and then this is covered. But it doesn't seem bad for white at all because white already napped off a pawn and then you're just exchanging.
Yeah, she'll still be an exchange up, yes.
But no, not an exchange, but a pawn.
A pawn.
Yeah. So white picked up a pawn, and maybe this is just Jesse's way of trying to just calm things down. These massive exchanges happening. Ooh, but now if you take on e4, black doesn't need to take the knight. You take the bishop.
Dragon bishop.
So that's the issue. This might be a very good combination for Jesse. No, but okay, so basically the problem for white is for Robyn, dragon is hanging on c4 and the knight is hanging on e8. Maybe move the dragon.
Yeah. So
And
if
then-
rook takes knight, then dragon bishop
The
takes
knight
knight.
can as well, yeah. Okay, but this is an opportunity for a dragon slip. If you take on b5, then must the dragon. Let's see. In the chat, Darkhound says Jessie putting her hand on her head, realizing the fate that awaits her. Oof. Maybe Jessie is just in
Thinking mode.
analysis mode over there. Darkhound being very descriptive over there and passionate. And Zwizan Zuga says action. Yes, there's action on the board. Banji says normally dragon and knight stronger than queen. Zwizan Zuga says yes, dragon and knight should be better. The viewers seem to be tending towards the dragon and the minor piece against the queen. Being stuck in the center, yes, of course. Darkhound says you take on b5, but the dragon on c7 is protecting the b5 pawn. That's the issue over there. So what do we do? Dragon to d3 perhaps?
I think I would drop back because white will still be a pawn after changing the off.
Yes. So you know, just watch out now. If dragon to d3, is there some move with a knight that he can make? But it doesn't seem like there's anything funny over there. But black could play f5. Yes, dragon d3 on the board. Black could play f5, keeping the knight there. Then the knight on b8 is stranded.
Oh, can't even go knight a6.
Dragon is also covering. Let's see if Jesse finds this f5 idea. Yes, Darkhound, that's a dragon slip for you. Okay. I think f5 would be a testing move. F5, what does white do?
That knight on b8 is
And Jesse at the moment has doubled Robyn's time. Jesse's on 10 minutes, Robyn's on 5 minutes.
oh
Ooh.
okay. He gets the pawn.
Okay,
Well,
so she misses that f5, I think, because the knight is trapped on b8. But now I would be relieved if I saw this for white, because now you have dragon takes f2, king takes f2.
that king takes f2. That rook can swing over.
The king, yeah, the rook can swing over. I don't think you. I was saying the dragon takes f2, and if rook takes b8, then dragon takes a7. But I don't know if we need to be that greedy. I would prefer getting the. Okay, so like I said, I would rather not be too greedy, but maybe Robyn is just planning long card.
I
Then
think
get the
king
other
safety.
e1. And yeah, the Zuizan Zuka got it right there. It's Desperado by Jesse. The knight is already dead on b8, so she thought she'll rather grab as much as she can with the knight on e4. But I think f5 looks strong. f5 looks strong. I think she missed that. Darkhound says greed the way to go, always in chess. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with bishop takes a7. There's nothing that black can really do after that.
Bishop takes a7, so you are saying let's be greedy.
I mean, why not? There's nothing stopping us.
Yeah, it's reminding me of Mabusela. He also said. Pawn is there, he wants to grab it. Definitely an option. Definitely an option. The thing is, the dragon won't be threatening the rookie yet. Worth more than. What is black doing next? Because that's so important in chess, is to anticipate your opponent's next move. And I think that if you long castle, I mean, what is black doing next? Is black wants the king out of the center.
Yeah, I think Black's plan would be just move the knight and develop your dragon bishop, just to get a bit more of activity on his side.
So if let's say I long cast instead of taking the pawn and you move the knight somewhere, and I check you, you're not gonna want to block with the dragon. That could be an issue. And if black instead after long castling, if black goes g6, you go rook he1, dragon to g7, and then the knight is pinned with some problems as well. So I've got a feeling we don't need to be greedy.
She's
we
greedy.
are. Okay, guys, I am not calling anything today.
I mean, the pawn was there,
It's
so.
there, yes. Could be wrong though. But that was my feeling. I thought that the pawn is not so important. I think that black is more desperate to out of trouble. Darkown is asking, what rating would you guys give yourselves in chess 30? I think mine is 800 after my recent blunder suggestion. Yeah, I would probably give myself a rating a strong 1200.
That's kind of high for chess 30, I would think.
Oh, sorry.
I'm still on beginner level, so I don't even know if I'd ever.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what.
I think it takes a bit of time getting used to for this new concept.
Jesse was fainting towards knight c8 over there. But I think knight c8 would probably allow the dragon to go to c6, give check, then white continues the initiative. So black still has issues.
What about knight g6?
Knight to g6. Yeah. What if we still go dragon c6 check? I think the black king is in trouble. I think black is in the real trouble. On to g6. So the knight is at least stopping that check over.
I think white can just castle now.
Long
castle.
Long castle. Long castle. Yeah. Obviously Jesse wants to go dragon and castle. Castle looks good to me. Long castle, rook h1, and piece is just talking. Okay, Robyn is down to 3 minutes though, so maybe Jesse should use that to an advantage. In these type of positions, sometimes it can be difficult for the side that is better, because other side, for instance, Jesse doesn't have too many great moves. Might be easier for just whip out the next couple of moves. If she has only moves, might be easier to play. Robyn, on the other hand, might seem to have a lot of good moves. Sometimes it's difficult to choose a good move.
If you're under time pressure. I mean, at least you have 15 seconds. That's so.
Okay, but I think I will just long castle here. It's closed. Like Henry said, it would be my blitz.
Instinctively, castle and bring your rook into.
Darkown says Robyn got to watch her time, because with these dragons I foresee blunders with 2 minutes on the clock. Knight to d4. Okay, I'm not too sure about that move. Missing the opportunity to get the rooks into the game. He wants to play knight g6. Maybe it's a deadly move.
Knight c6, maybe to remove black's defender, which is the knight on e7. So to bring the dragon bishops in, focus on the king.
And then the knight on e7 is like the key defense, right? Knight on c6 will hit the rook on b8. Rook doesn't have squares really. He will have a8. Knight c6, then rook a8. Dragon bishop. So easy. Okay, so Dark Hound now flipping it around. Dark Hound saying Robyn being too greedy for my liking, attacking b5. But Dark Hound, you just said that you should be greedy. That's the way to go in chess. Rook to b6, that's surprising. Jesse guessing that the rook could possibly go.
But also, like you mentioned, don't take the rook because the value of the dragon. And
Yeah.
rook b6 covers the. To be a bit too slow for white to castle now. Can she still?
I think it has to happen one time or another. It has to happen. So I think this is still a last opportunity to do so because black's 2 moves away from castling. Long castle, dragon g7. But now there's not even more. I see there's a dragon h6 check. To gain a tempo.
If she but then surely she can still short like castle.
Maybe short castle, dragon out, and then rook e1 quickly. Yeah. That's what Robyn does over there. And Darkhound says think she should go for the safe castle at this point. That's right. Dark called it. Black looking for knight to c8. That could be possible.
Oh, blocking the dragon.
Blocking the dragon. I don't know. I don't like knight c8. Opens up.
But if knight c8, where does the dragon bishop?
Oh, you mean immediately just trapping it?
Like
Yeah,
yes,
but
you can
take
play
it.
the knight.
Knight c8. Dragon takes c8. Yeah,
Oh my
that's a
word.
dragon. That's a dragon slip. Zhuizen Zuga says, nice, white solidifies well. So yeah, castling is probably the holiday way to continue. Darkhound says not yet, but to eventually for the exchange. Rook f6, so Jesse is eyeballing that the dragon bishop on 6. On f3, sorry.
Can white now? Dragon takes b5.
Check. Dragon takes dragon.
Then knight takes. So now you are?
You want a pawn, but then rook takes dragon.
Oh, dragon is.
Yes. But why does pick up another pawn? You'll have 2 pawns, 3 pass pawns. Yes, it's possible. Definitely possible. On the other hand, you could maybe keep it simple and move the dragon bishop on f3. Threaten to exchange that active rook.
Oh yeah, black smoke.
So the only thing is Robyn is down to 50 seconds, guys. Robyn needs to make a decision.
Yeah, pressure is on for.
But in fact, the pressure shouldn't be on because she's ahead. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't be losing on time because she's the one that's like you can make a couple of moves just to gain time.
Oh, like simple moves.
Yeah. But knight takes b5 is nice.
Oh.
That's a dragon slip.
Okay.
But knight takes b5 was good. We must knight takes b5 because
Yeah.
that attacks the dragon. And that is a...
No, but did knight takes b5, did that attack her dragon?
Yes.
Oh, yes, yes.
With tempo. So that was excellent by Robyn, actually. And yeah, Jessie is in big trouble. She can't even use the dragon bishop to block check. She has to go
King
d8 now. And it's going to be a hunt with those 2 dragon bishops. The rooks coming to d1.
Yeah.
Looking good for Robyn right now.
Yeah, I don't think Robyn will lose on time now because
The
the
15
position
seconds.
speaks. Yeah.
Position speaks, yes. And the 15 seconds should be good. Let's check. Is that mate? Ooh.
Is that right?
That looks like mate. So that's a double dragon mate.
Wow.
Let's just get the players on. Guys, can you hear us?
It took me a long time to realize that was checkmate.
Yeah, we also had to just
Wow.
confirm here myself.
It's really
and-
beautiful. Wow.
Robyn, can you hear
GG.
us? Robyn, can you hear us?
Pardon? Oh yes, I can. I just connected.
All right. No, great game.
GG. Good game.
I like
Yeah,
how
no,
you
I
made
didn't
it,
even
Robyn.
notice checkmate. I had to double check.
Did you know it was checkmate when you played the bishop, dragon bishop?
Who me?
She's asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I kind of did, but just to double check, I looked in the notation and then it said checkmate. So, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
cool. I was also trying. It's good that the notation is there. Nice question, and yeah, this was a hectic game. I thought that maybe you slipped up there by grabbing the pawn on a7, Robyn. I thought that maybe you should just long castle immediately, get other rook to h1. But this also seemed quite decent.
Yeah,
for-
struggling to develop.
How do you feel about the game, Robyn? I could be wrong. I mean, this did go quite well. How do you feel?
I was a bit shaky, obviously, because I lost both my first games. So I was like, okay, I need to win now. So obviously, I need to change my style because I feel in the first two games I played really passive. So, and I felt like maybe in this game I was a bit more attacking. So I enjoyed the game. So,
Okay, great. So well done for getting onto the scoreboard as well. Jesse, how do you feel about the game? It's a tough double dragon mate over there, but yeah, I don't know. Where do you feel you went down? Because we weren't clear about what was happening.
maybe it was the
Yeah.
B5 when she played
Ah.
B5.
Yeah, B5, and I was like, oh, knight takes c6 is a thing. Can I blame the heat, please? No.
Maybe
Yeah, very well played.
Jesse,
Yeah.
I think
I thought
earlier
maybe
in
after
the game,
E5 and I take on C6, I thought you were maybe going to give up your queen and get my dragon bishop and a knight.
yeah.
So the dragon bishop on C4 you would have gotten,
Yeah,
and then
I can take.
and then I would have just gotten your queen.
Maybe I take b3. I was thinking about this b3, but then, like, still I'm struggling to develop. I think. I don't know.
Guys, Megan just has a question here as well.
Jesse,
Yeah.
throughout the game, there was a time when Robyn's knight was on b8, if I remember correctly, and your knight was on e4. Could you not have played f5 because her knight on b8 was trapped? I think you played knight takes f2.
Oh yeah, I think that's a critical moment. When you played, yeah, like Megan said, dragon back to d3. Jesse, you took knight takes f2. Remember, the knight is trapped on b8, so pawn to f5 solidifies the knight on e4, and actually the white knight on b8 is trapped.
No, but then
I thought the knight is coming
Can't
out.
can't my knight just come out to C6?
c6 because the bishop is on f3 now.
The bishop is on f3, but it's blocked by the knight. The knight,
But you're
remember,
saying-
f5. Okay.
no, the knight doesn't move away. It stays on e4. That plays
Okay, I see.
f5.
You could just play f5.
Oh, F5.
Yeah, I don't know. Something of black is covering this. The knight on e7. But I thought
Yeah,
that
it's
was
nice.
maybe your opportunity there to win a piece.
Oh.
Thought that you. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But,
No. It's probably you, right?
yeah,
I'd love
they.
to check these games.
So, Calvin, you obviously have more experience in the game. You also played a tournament earlier on. So I just want to know, would you give up your queen for a dragon bishop and a knight?
Okay, so we had that discussion. A lot of viewers also chipped in the chat box. First of all, because this is PC, that dragon bishops are just cool. I'll probably give my dragon away for a queen. But I think that would be a bit too much. But the dragon and a minor piece in unanimous in the chat box. I think probably you should look at the specific position. But I rate the dragon bishop around 6 or 7.
6,
That plus-
7. Jeez.
Depends on the position. I think maybe early on the game when there's a lot of pieces on the board, it's probably 6 or maybe.
Yeah.
Longer the game continues to open, the board gets dragon connect. I'll definitely take a dragon in a mine.
Okay.
Craziness.
Maybe I just didn't want to lose. Or like I didn't want to give that up and then like realize later this was a mistake. So I'd rather just give a pawn and try to fight for the pawn again.
Yeah, I thought that maybe you just wanted to quiet down. But maybe f5, if you look at the game again, f5 could be winning this time. But that's how it goes. We're gonna make mistakes. This is a fresh and new game for all of us. Us as commentators are also just hang on, guys. I just want to save the notation before we take any take backs or anything like that. Let's do that now.
Oh, sorry. No, I just
No worries.
thought I could go back. I wasn't sure.
You can do take backs, but then the notation disappears. Just gonna
Oh.
copy this, and then yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, we will save all the games and give it to you guys as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Okay, cool.
exciting game. It's a roller coaster for me as well. Like I think today I've been proven times why. Entertaining to say. Thanks, Robyn. Thanks. And yeah, Robyn, you on the scoreboard right now. Jesse, you let's have a quick check over here. Just to the viewers out there, we'll make a tally of do a tally of the. But Robyn is on 1 point. Khadija is on 1. Jesse is also now on 1, and Lauren is leading the field on 3. So the three-way tie for the second spot. Lauren is leading the field on full score, so everything to play for tomorrow. Yeah, it was an entertaining day. Thank you to my co-commentator Megan for giving us such a soft touch to the commentary. The fifth queen again,
Soft
and
touch.
of course the former zonal champion in our own right. So thank you, Jesse, for asking us to play. Tomorrow's the same schedule, guys.
Thank you,
Same
Calvin.
time and same
Thank you.
and more. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. You too.
Thank you,
Cheers, cheers.
guys.
Bye.